Good evening, Hit Nation. Folks, look cats and everything between and beyond. My name is Roy, the host of My Happiness, the host of these uh uh post-game quickies, post-game pennies, whatever it is. Then we end up calling them. I'm just excited. I'm gonna record this one, take advantage of the fact that I have a little bit of time and a little bit of energy, try to kind of finalize this as quickly as possible and try to get to where we need to get. And the most important thing, of course, is we won today again, fifth consecutive win. This one against the Mavericks. I said, what is a trap game? What is the definition of a trap game? Trap game is a trap is a game in which the players are not afraid of the other team. I'm not sure that that's even possible with this kind of coaching that we have right now. But regardless, it was a very interesting game, a game that we ended up almost not being able to win, and we had the largest lead at 13. There was a time there that we were a solid 6 to 8 points in the lead. The fourth quarter then began, and then of course things got a lot tighter. One of those games that we barely broke 100, but broke 100. Still didn't have a game under 100 this season. 106 to 102. A win against a not good Dallas Mavericks, missing Anthony Davis, the let's say the good part of the very stupid deal with Doncic, and then of course they're also missing Kyrie Irving and Cooper Flag is of course I never thought Cooper Flag was going to do anything big, but I don't speak much because I don't think that my opinions are based on much more than intuition and maybe things that I'm seeing better, but I'm not able yet to point my finger. But I kind of knew that, but it didn't matter. We ended up spending the first quarter with a horrible field goal percentage, and I think we went 1 out of 8 before we even began warming up. And then, of course, we had a separate story with Tyler Hero not scoring anything in the first quarter. I think scoring one or a couple of points, I think, in the second quarter, and then erupting from the third quarter on, or from whatever it is, picked up the pace and ended up playing another amazing game with the Miami Heat. I mean, nothing else to say. In general, we had 42 to 94 field goals. So obviously 44.7% versus their 39.2% at the end of the day. But our three-pointers 18.5%, 5 out of 27. Not They didn't do much better, but they did go to almost 30 with 12 out of 41. Not a big deal, but free throws, gosh, 70% free throws for us, 17 out of 24. So we missed seven free throws, and they missed two, 14 out of 16. Imagine if they had the same amount of free throws that we had, with the difference this slim. Um, we had 53 rebounds to their 50, which is great. Again, another game that we out rebound the opponent. Offensive rebounds with 14, they got 15. Defensive rebound, we got 39, they got 35. Assists, we got 22 apiece. Blocks, we got 7, they got 5. Steals, we got 8 apiece. Turnovers, 13 for Miami, 16 for the Dallas. Points off of turnovers, of course, 18 for Miami, 15 for Dallas. Fast break points, 17 for Miami. Dallas wins that with 18. Points in the paint, of course, 64 points in the paint for Miami Heat, 52 for Dallas. Points per possession, 1 apiece. Personal fouls, 19 for Dallas Mavericks. So we won 16. Largest lead, 13. Doesn't matter what the largest lead was. We won by 4, which means we barely won, especially with a couple of fumbles toward the end. And then we had Bam Adebayo with a minus 16, with 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 17 points. Minus 16 is harsh, but it is what it is. 1 steal, 2 blocks, but missing a few through free throws. I don't get the plus and minus 15. The day that I start making those calculations and I get to those ridiculous minus 16 does not fit what I saw. Pelle Larson, 28 minutes, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 9 points with a plus 13. Khalil Ware with 15 plus 15, 18 rebounds. So what we have 14, 14, 16, 16, 18 in the past 5 games, if I'm not mistaken. 20 points, 3 blocks. I mean, unbelievable, just unbelievable. how Khalil Ware is exactly the player that we needed him to be. Not just we wanted, but we desperately needed him to be, and he just listened and just did it. It's amazing how some players do what they are challenged to do, and some others with a little bit more experience just basically get very neck hurt. Davion Mitchell, 32 minutes, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 points. It was a plus 19, the highest plus and minus. Tyler Hero, 29 minutes, 24 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals, plus minus 16. Keshad Johnson had a -2, 3 rebounds, 7 points, no blocks, no steals. I think the first time I see Keshad Johnson in a while not having a block. Fontecchio, gosh, man, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 8 points, missing a lot of free throws, but getting that free throw that foul that helped him, but still finishing the game with a -11. Jaquez finishing with a +1, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 13 points. Very good for him. One steal for Drew Smith, who finished with -15 with 3 rebounds and 1 assist and no points. But in all, great game. Great to have Tyler Hero. I was afraid Tyler Hero was not going to be able to get out of that little, first game of the season jitters, but quite the contrary, went on to score 24 points. And we have Khalil Ware in the team. We have Jaime Jaquez Jr. in the team. We are going through, 8, 9 people in the rotation as kind of steadily, and we were missing Normal Powell and missing Nikola Jovic. Maybe he's not the biggest one to be missed, but still a piece of the puzzle that we need to know how to fit in the greatest context. And I also don't know how many games Normal Powell should miss because he was a bit injured for a couple games, right? He got an injury, came back, and then I know he played through an injury last game. So good for him to have rested. And of course, Wiggins, right? So we're going to know more how this team is not only going to start, how this team is going to finish, but how this team is going to play in the future. And now, next game, we have the Bucks for the NBA Cup. I don't know what to say about the Bucks. Honestly, I would say maybe lose it because we don't want to go. I don't want to the Miami Heat. Well, maybe they can qualify right now, right? That's fine. No, don't lose the game against Bucks. Sorry, lose it when we have to go to that extra game. That's all. Because we can't, unfortunately, just choose to send a second unit entirely. Unfortunately, we can't do that. So, yeah, I don't want to go to that NBA Cup Finals, but so far, let's see how we do, how we fare against the Bucks, and we have in front of us, of course, the Pistons. We haven't played the Pistons. We play them very soon, and we play the Clippers next Monday. I think I told a couple. I think I said a couple games. I'm not sure. Yeah. In any case, stay safe, stay dry, stay as happy as possible in this very complicated world of ours. Five straight wins. That's a great way to go to sleep. Let's go Heat.